LPBW's Tori and Audrey roloff Tease camping trip after family feud. Little People, Big World alums Tori Roloff and Audrey Roloff gave fans a glimpse into their recent joint camping trip after their family feud. Tori, 34, took to her Instagram stories on Sunday, June 29, to share several photos of her kids out on the lake. Camping trip 2 in the books. But now I'm all done camping, she wrote alongside a photo of her and husband Zach Roloff's kids, Layla, 5, Joja, 3, and Jackson, 8, in matching pajamas. Another snapshot showed Jackson and his cousin Ember, 7, in the water together. Audrey Roloff, seeing how much these two have grown together brings me so much joy, Tori wrote alongside the photo. Tori continued to document the trip by sharing a photo of Zach, 35, in the water with 2 of their kids. "Okay, I'm officially camped out for the year. It's just not my thing, but so worth it the few times we do because the kids love it so much," she wrote. While Tori and Audrey, 33, didn't share any photos of them together, Audrey did confirm she was also on the trip by sharing a photo of her and husband Jeremy Roloff's kids, Ember, Bo James, 5, Radley, 3, and Mirabella, 13 months, in the same matching pajamas as their cousins. These 4 had the time of their life camping with cousins this weekend. "Mom and Dad need a nap," she captioned the photo. Tori and Audrey took the trip with their families amid their ongoing family drama. Fans previously watched Zach and his father Matt Roloff's relationship hit its breaking point when Matt, 63, decided to not sell their family farm, Roloff Farms, to any of his children. While both Zach and Jeremy, who are twins, expressed interest in taking over the property, Matt chose to put it on the market in May 2022. Zach and Tori distanced themselves from his family in light of the decision. However, they gave an update about where they stand with most of his family during the June 19 episode of their Raising Heights with Zach and Tori podcast. After a fan asked them to explain their current family dynamics, Zach said that everything was all right. "Molly Roloff and me have a pretty good relationship," he said of his sister, noting that his dynamic with his youngest brother, Jacob Roloff, is decent. Meanwhile, Zach did not state where he and Jeremy, 35, stood during the podcast episode. Clues and what it could mean for the Roloff family's future. For years, Little People, Big World LPBW fans have followed the ups and downs of the Roloff family, once a tight-knit crew living and working together on Roloff farms, but more recently divided by property disputes, conflicting values, and personal feuds. At the heart of many of these tensions has been the strained relationship between brothers Zach and Jeremy Roloff and, by extension, their wives, Tori and Audrey. The two couples have often made headlines for subtle jabs and pointed silences, with fans speculating about the underlying drama. But now, in a twist few saw coming, Tori and Audrey Roloff have both teased what appears to be a shared camping trip with their families, sparking shock, curiosity, and cautious optimism among fans. After years of rumored rivalry and cold shoulders, are the Roloff women finally burying the hatchet? Deep Dive, we unpack the social media breadcrumbs, explore the roots of the Roloff rift, and examine what this possible reunion could mean for the future of the Roloff legacy. To understand the significance of this possible reunion, it's essential to rewind the clock and explore how the feud between Zach and Jeremy and their wives began. The division within the Roloff family began to manifest publicly in 2020 when Matt Roloff, patriarch of the family and longtime owner of Roloff Farms, began talking seriously about succession planning. Fans watched as both Zach and Jeremy expressed interest in purchasing parts of the family property. However, Matt ultimately sold a portion of the farm to outsiders, sparking disappointment and frustration. Zach was particularly vocal about his feelings, accusing his father of creating misguided expectations. Jeremy, on the other hand, stayed quieter in public, but reportedly also felt let down by how the process was handled. This land dispute created a noticeable fissure between the brothers, one that spilled over into their personal lives. With both couples living separate lives and raising their children independently, the warmth once seen on LPBW was replaced by silence and distance. Adding fuel to the fire was the apparent difference in values and lifestyles between Tori and Audrey. While Tori often champions a laid-back, humorous parenting style, Audrey tends to be more vocal about faith, structure, and traditional roles. Both have loyal followers, but fans quickly picked up on the tension between the two. For example, Tori has subtly mocked overly curated social media content, something Audrey is known for. Audrey, meanwhile, has posted cryptic messages about being the bigger person and toxic family dynamics, which many interpreted as indirect shade toward her sister-in-law. In short, while neither Tori nor Audrey ever publicly feuded in the way that some reality TV stars do, their social media activity left little doubt that all was not well. So how did this camping trip rumor even begin? It started, as many LPBW stories do, with a few innocuous Instagram posts. But for longtime followers of the family, the details spoke volumes. Earlier this week, both Tori and Audrey posted a series of photos to Instagram that showed their respective families enjoying the outdoors. The scenery, lush greenery, a winding river, and a backdrop of fir trees appeared strikingly similar in both posts. Audrey's post featured her kids playing near a campsite, with the caption, "Back to the basics this weekend. Disconnect to reconnect." Meanwhile, Tori's post showed her kids Jackson, Layla, and Joja near what appeared to be the same tent style Audrey had shown. Her caption, "Family time in the great outdoors, just what our hearts needed." Although neither woman tagged the other or shared any group photos, the overlap in location and timing didn't go unnoticed. Fans quickly took to Reddit and Instagram comment sections, piecing together the puzzle. They're in the same place, same trees, same river, even the same picnic table setup. One user wrote, "Do you think this means the feud is over?" Another commented. Some eagle-eyed fans even spotted similar camp chairs and gear brands, suggesting the trip may have been coordinated, not coincidental. It's not uncommon for public figures, especially those who value privacy, to soft launch personal updates by posting indirect content. And that's what many fans believe is happening here. Rather than announce a full-blown reunion, both Tori and Audrey may be testing the waters with a subtle approach. Shared moments, mutual silence, and the kind of plausible deniability that lets them gauge public reaction without committing. One possible motivator behind this apparent reunion, the Roloff cousins. Both Zach and Jeremy now have 3 children each. Tori and Zach share Jackson, Layla, and Joja. Audrey and Jeremy are parents to Ember, Bode, and Radley. These kids are close in age, and, judging by past episodes and social media throwbacks, were once quite close. Fans have long expressed sadness that the cousins who once played together on the farm seem to live parallel lives. The idea that this camping trip might have been organized, at least in part, for the children has resonated deeply. They don't have to be best friends, but those kids deserve to grow up together. One fan posted on Reddit, "It would be amazing if the kids are helping bring the family back together." Indeed, several photos from the trip showed the kids smiling, climbing rocks, and eating around the campfire. While none of the images showed both families together, the joy on the children's faces felt like a universal win. As expected, the online LPBW community exploded with speculation and opinions following the camping trip posts. Many fans were overjoyed by the potential sign of reconciliation. On Instagram, comments poured in. "Love seeing the families reconnecting. You're stronger together. Hope this means good things for the Roloffs. Family is everything." Some expressed hope that this could lead to a wider Roloff family reunion, including a potential healing between Zach and Matt. Others were less convinced. "Let's not forget that these people are very strategic on social media," one fan wrote. "They probably saw the backlash from being so divided and are playing nice for the cameras." Still, others pointed out that this might not be the full reconciliation people are hoping for. They didn't even post one photo together. I'll believe it when I see Tori and Audrey in the same frame. With Little People, Big World officially canceled, many fans wonder what's next for the Roloffs. But with renewed interest following this Tease reunion, speculation has turned to the possibility of a spin-off or even a revival. Tori has previously said she'd be open to filming again under the right circumstances. Audrey and Jeremy famously left the show in 2018, but have since hinted at other media ventures, including podcasting, books, and YouTube content. If the two women are indeed moving toward reconciliation, could they anchor a new family-focused series or digital project? A YouTube camping vlog, a co-authored parenting book, or even a documentary-style special about rebuilding family ties could all be on the table. The timing would be strategic. Fans are nostalgic for the early days of LPBW but crave new content. A show documenting the Roloff cousins growing up together, with Tori and Audrey at the helm, could capture that magic once again. One lingering question is how the family elders Matt and Amy fit into this possible reunion. Neither has commented publicly on the camping trip, but longtime viewers know both have deep investments in seeing their children mend fences. Matt, especially, has expressed regret over how the farm succession drama played out, and Amy has often played peacemaker between her kids. If Zach and Jeremy are starting to bridge their divide through their wives and children, could Matt and Amy play a role in facilitating more family-wide gatherings? The Roloff family saga is far from over. Whether this camping trip is a one-off or the beginning of a genuine reconciliation remains to be seen. But fans are hopeful and watching closely. A family gathering at Christmas or Thanksgiving would be the clearest sign that the families are back on solid ground. If we see mutual attendance or co-hosting at any of the cousins' upcoming birthdays, that would further validate the reconciliation. A podcast episode, shared YouTube video, or even a dual Instagram live could signal a new era of Roloff unity. A joint appearance at a charity event, farm day, or family function could help solidify the new dynamic. For fans of Little People, Big World, the Roloff family has always represented more than just reality TV. Their story has been about love, growth, change, and sometimes painful conflict. But it has also always been about resilience and hope. This potential camping trip between Tori and Audrey Roloff, once seen as unlikely allies, may mark a pivotal moment in the family's ongoing journey. Whether it leads to full reconciliation or simply a moment of peace in an otherwise turbulent chapter, it serves as a powerful reminder. Family, despite everything, has a way of coming back together, sometimes around a campfire, under a sky full of stars, with kids laughing in the background and forgiveness flickering like embers in the night.